to advise that South Australian Police today are conducting a search of this location in relation to missing person Geoffrey McLean. Geoffrey was aged 55 years. He was last seen on the 18th of August 2022, and we believe he left his home address on the 19th of August 2022 at about 4 a.m. in the morning. When he left his home address, we believe on that morning he actually went to meet persons that we haven't actually identified as yet, and since that time he's not been seen. Subsequently, on the 29th of August, he was reported to the South Australian Police as missing. His disappearance has been investigated by Northern District CIB in consultation with Major Crime, but currently, as of last week, his disappearance has come to Major Crime because we can't currently rule out that his disappearance is subject to foul play. To date, we've been unable to locate any evidence of Geoffrey being alive, and the last time we know that he used his bank accounts was on the 18th of August of this year. To date, we've conducted a comprehensive investigation into where Geoffrey had been prior to his disappearance, and today we're conducting a search with Water Operations Section, Star Group, and mounted in the area that surrounds us to identify if Geoffrey is not in this area, and to exclude that he hasn't died in circumstances that aren't suspicious. We're seeking anyone that may have knowledge of Geoffrey's disappearance to actually contact the South Australian Police. In particular, any associations or relationships he may have, or any conflict he may have had prior to the 18th or 19th of August of this year. We're also after any dash cam in relation to the 18th and 19th in the vicinity of Andrews Farm, because we do know that Geoffrey's last location was most likely his home address in Leicester Street at Andrews Farm on the uptake of the questions.
Was he a known drug user?
Geoffrey was known to use drugs, but we don't know if that's the reason why he's missing, and we can't exclude that possibility. But as I said, we're here today to exclude that he hasn't died within this area. Statistically, it's very common for missing persons to be located within close proximity to their home, but we can't exclude his drug use as a reason for him as having disappeared.
When you say that he was going to meet someone but you haven't identified the people, how do you know he was going to meet someone?
Yeah, we've been advised by some witnesses that we spoke to that he did leave his home address to meet people on that morning.
Are the witnesses the wife?
I'm not going to comment as to who those witnesses are at this time.
Have you been able to engage sort of potentially who these people might be? Are they associates, or have you got any leads on who he might have met?
That's forming part of the investigation at this time, and for operational reasons, we've only taken the investigation on last week, and I won't comment further on that because I don't want to obviously impede the investigation today.
Is he your father? Is he your father?
So I'm not going to comment on his family circumstances, unfortunately.
What's led police to this park here?
So we haven't got any specific information, but this is a proactive search to ensure that, as said, statistically missing persons can be located in close proximity to their home, and we just want to rule out that he hasn't died of circumstances that aren't suspicious, and that's why we're conducting an extensive search in the area today.
Was he known to hang out in this area? Was he known to hang out particularly in this area that you've got water police? Was he known to sort of mingle around here or meet people here? Why here?
No, there's nothing that leads to this. But say, with missing people and missing persons investigations, it's very, very common that they'll actually be located in close proximity to their home. So, for example, if there's other reasons why he may have died that aren't suspicious, we need to exclude these areas.
How close is this to Leicester Street?
It's probably within a kilometre.
So what are you looking for here tonight?
So we're conducting a thorough search to ensure that Geoffrey isn't in this location, and if he is, obviously then we'll progress the investigation how we see fit once if we did find the remains at this point.
How
You're
is
looking for a
family
body?
holding?
You're looking for a body?
No, as said, we don't believe he was here, but we naturally need to exclude that he hasn't died in this area. His remains have been discovered since his disappearance.
How is his family holding up?
Listen, he's been known to have some time away from his home for periods, but not periods like this. I can't imagine. I can't be in their position, but it's extremely distressing for the parents or the family of any missing person to not have an answer as is, and said he would normally, if he has been away, he'd have contact with his family. He hasn't had that on this occasion.
Did he work?
He has been working just prior to his
Who did he work on?
I won't comment on that at this stage.
Do you know if his bank accounts or have you managed to work out if his phone's been used since the 18th of August?
So, as said, I won't comment further in relation to what we're doing operationally, but I can confirm that the last use in his bank account wasn't related to it.
Great.
Was it a large sum that was taken out?
No.
Last question,
Great.
guys. Thanks.
Thank
Can I
you.
just clarify, is it Leicester Street or Leicester Grove? If there's a Leicester Grove Crown every time, I'm not aware of it. It may be Leicester Grove, but I'm not sure it's Leicester Street.
Can I just ask can you just give us an idea how long will you be out here? You've obviously got mounted police, border police, how long will the search take?
Yeah, the search commenced early this morning, and once the search we're currently doing is completed, we then reassess and actually determine whether we need to expand those searches or look at alternate areas.
And just that's the last question. Is there any other places you've identified that you might search next?
Not this time. I said we'll assess the outcomes of today's searches, and then we'll have to make some investigation decisions as to what we do next.
Great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.